Good morning, guys. It's Tuesday morning, and basically the reason why I'm filming Thursday's video on Tuesday morning is because I felt as though I've been making a lot of factual and informational videos lately, and I kind of want to get back into like the day in a life in my Fishroom video, stuff like that. So, just going to be showing you guys kind of like day to day what I do. I do get up in the morning around 5:45 just so I can go down. Even though school doesn't start until like 7:30, I get up that early just so I can come down, do all the stuff I need to do. If there's any problems in the fish room, any dead fish or anything like that, I can dispose of them and I can do water changes. So, yeah, a lot of work is put into this, so I just thought that maybe instead of doing a factual or informational video this week, I'd change it up a bit and do something more like this so that you guys can see what work actually goes into the fish room and making it run the way it does. Alrighty guys, so start off, I'm just going to walk around, feed all my fish. That's all I do is feed them flakes in the morning. Sometimes I'll feed them freeze-dried bloodworms at night, but normally it's fish flakes in the morning, fish flakes at night, but a larger amount at night, smaller amount in the morning, because I have heard from a couple of your comments actually, and from other people in the New England Fancy Guppies Association who have told me that feeding them lesser amounts in certain areas of the day will actually benefit their growth the most. So it's definitely something that's really interesting. I mean, I feed Ken's Premium Tropical Fish Flakes, so I mean, they're gonna grow anyways because these fish flakes actually do work pretty well. So, I mean, yeah, basically that's all. So as you can see, we're right now looking at the glass lace belly guppy breeder box. It's breeder box off the side of the glass belly breeding colony, and it looks as though they have not popped yet, though it looks like she is pretty pregnant. You can actually see the fry developing, showing that she's really gravid. She's probably going to drop it within the next 5 or 6 days, maybe 7 or 8, not really sure, but definitely really excited for that point in time. The fry that I have from the blue albino topaz guppies are all doing pretty well. They've actually grown a lot. I have a couple of molly fry left from the gold mollies I had up in my 5-gallon. As you can see, I still haven't done anything with the 5-gallon though. I mean, all the other tanks look pretty good. I've done water changes for all of them and stuff, and I've actually cleaned up this steel nebula guppy tank very well, and you can see clear to the bottom of the Placetus cories, and they're all doing really well as well. Ever since I did the water change, we have not had a problem in this tank, and all the fish are doing fantastic. Alrighty guys, once again, we are down in the fish room this Thursday night. So the last time we filmed was Tuesday morning, and we have some pretty cool stuff. I actually haven't really taken a look at anything. Still doesn't look like the glass lace belly guppies have had any fry yet. No. She still looks very gravid though. It looks like she's going, the fry are forming still, making her gravid patch go a little bit more. Hey, Bob's out and about. He's doing pretty swell. All the filters are right now running. Oh, that tank needs some water. Yeah, some of these tanks that I just did water changes on, I'm surprised how fast all the water was evaporated out of them. I mean, I don't leave lights on. The only light I have down here is this big grow light that goes over the top, and then I have this 48-inch one that I sometimes run over the 55, and sometimes one in the BioCube. Nothing else really. All the other fish, as you can see, the sponge filters are actually performing really well. Keeping the tanks pretty clean. All my other tanks are doing pretty well. Basically, I mean, everything's staying clean, everything's looking good. Oh, look at the steel nebulas down here. Doesn't look like we've had any more deaths in the steel nebula tank down here. Yeah, no, everything's looking pretty good. So, during the nighttime, I'll actually shut off the filtration system because of electricity problems. You can see all the bubbles have kind of stopped in the tanks. Due to electricity problems and the whole issue about saving electricity, because electricity has become very expensive ever since I installed the filtration system and I got this tower heater. I can only run the tower heater during the night and the filtration system during the day, because if I ran them both at the same time, it would eat up so much power. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all I do. So I'll turn on that heater. I normally keep it around 77 degrees in the room here. This tank here still needs to get cleaned up a little bit before I put Bob in here, because that's where Bob is going. He's also coming in here with a catfish that my mom actually has in her classroom at school. I have this 10-gallon down here that I'm actually going to set up to work on a science fair project with the 5-gallon here and the other 10-gallon that has nothing in it, that's halfway, has less than half water in it. I'm going to be doing it with snails, so yeah, I have a couple of snails I think I could pull out of this tank. So, yeah, pretty much all that's going on in the fish room right now. You know, we don't really have a lot of new fish. We're basically just working on one kind, other than a couple of guppies, other guppies, like for instance, steel nebulas. They have, I think there's only male steel nebulas left in that tank, so we're going to have to get some females somewhere, or maybe I'll just sell the rest of the males at an auction and turn that into a blue albino topaz tank, because those are quite profitable. This is a blue albino tank. It's quarantined down there. This is a blue albino topaz fry tank, and the fry are actually getting pretty big. I'm really enjoying the process of watching these guys grow. There's a lot of snails on the tank, inside of the tank out there, but you can see all the different fry. They're more like juveniles now. They're going to be ready to sell pretty soon. I have more blue albino topaz in this tank, along with some of my red velvet sword tails that are just extra that I'm growing out. It's kind of like a investment. I paid $3 for like 20 of them. Now I can just go and sell them a couple dollars a pair. It's another blue albino topaz tank, and last but not least, but we have the red lace belly guppies right here, and the breeder box on the side, hang on breeder box, holding some grab females, and we got Bob, the gold red-shouldered severum. We have some albino bristlenose plecos in there, and a couple of small chocolate plecos.